Hello and welcome. Today, I invite you to join me on a rather special journey, not to the remote wilderness or the deepest oceans, but to a landscape that is, for many of us, much closer to home. We will be traveling across the globe, from the rolling green hills of Europe to the vast plains of the Americas and the terraced fields of Asia, to discover the creatures that have lived alongside humanity for millennia. These are the iconic farm animals, creatures whose lives have become inextricably linked with our own, shaping our societies, our cultures, and even the very land we inhabit. Our exploration will be one of discovery and appreciation. We will look anew at animals we think we know so well, uncovering the remarkable stories behind their domestication and the vital roles they continue to play in our modern world. From the gentle giant providing us with milk to the industrious bird that gives us our morning eggs, each has a unique tale to tell. It is a story of a partnership, a symbiotic relationship between humans and animals that has sustained civilizations and allowed us to flourish. So, settle in as we begin this fascinating exploration. We will delve into the lives of 10 remarkable species, celebrating their diversity, their resilience, and their profound connection to the human story. Prepare to see the familiar farm in a completely new light, as a vibrant ecosystem teeming with life and history. Our journey into the heart of the agricultural world begins now. Our journey begins with perhaps the most recognizable of all farm animals, the cow. A gentle and imposing presence in pastures across the world, the domestic cow, or Bos taurus, has been a cornerstone of human agriculture for some 10,000 years. Their placid nature belies their immense importance. In many cultures, they are not merely livestock, but symbols of wealth, fertility, and life itself. Watching a herd graze peacefully, one can sense the profound and ancient connection we share. They are the quiet giants upon whose shoulders entire civilizations have been built, their contributions woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. From the rich, creamy milk that forms the basis of countless dairy products to the nourishing meat that feeds millions, the cow's role is one of immense generosity. Different breeds have been carefully developed by farmers over centuries to thrive in specific environments. From the hardy Highland cattle of Scotland with their shaggy coats to the heat-tolerant zebu of India. This incredible diversity is a testament to the enduring partnership between human and bovine. They are, in essence, one of the most successful and widespread large mammals on the planet, a direct result of their relationship with us. From the large and lumbering, we now turn our attention to a creature of a much smaller scale, yet one whose impact is arguably just as vast: the chicken. Descended from the wild red jungle fowl of Southeast Asia, this bird is now the most numerous on Earth. There are more chickens alive today than there are people, a staggering fact that highlights their complete integration into our global food system. Their familiar clucking and scratching is the quintessential sound of the farmyard, a constant and reassuring presence from the smallest backyard coop to the largest commercial farm. Their contribution is twofold, yet fundamental. The daily gift of an egg is a small miracle of nutrition, a perfectly packaged source of protein that has sustained families for generations. And, of course, their meat is one of the most widely consumed in the world, adaptable to virtually every cuisine imaginable. The sheer variety of chicken breeds is a spectacle in itself, from the fluffy silkie to the prolific leghorn and the colorful Araucana, which lays blue eggs. Each breed tells a story of human ingenuity and our reliance on this remarkable, unassuming bird. We now encounter an animal often misunderstood, yet one of remarkable intelligence and significance: the pig. Domesticated from the wild boar, pigs possess a cognitive ability that rivals that of many primates. They are curious, social, and surprisingly clean animals, preferring to keep their sleeping areas separate from their toilet areas when given the space. Their powerful snouts are extraordinary tools, used to root through soil in search of roots, fungi, and invertebrates, an instinct that remains strong even in a domestic setting. This intelligence makes them fascinating creatures to observe, capable of forming complex social bonds. For millennia, the pig has been a vital source of meat, particularly valuable for its high fat content, which was crucial for survival in leaner times. Its ability to convert a wide variety of food scraps into valuable protein has made it an incredibly efficient and popular animal for farmers. From the prized Iberian pigs of Spain, which feast on acorns, to the pot-bellied pigs of Vietnam, their role in global cuisine is undeniable. They are a testament to nature's adaptability and a prime example of an animal whose place in our world is as complex as its own intellect. High on windswept hills and in verdant valleys, we find our next subject, the sheep. These gentle flock animals, with their distinctive bleating calls, have provided humanity with three essential resources: wool, meat, and milk. Domesticated over 11,000 years ago in Mesopotamia, they are among the earliest animals to have been tamed. Their strong flocking instinct, a defense mechanism against predators in the wild, has made them relatively easy for shepherds to manage, guiding them across vast landscapes with the help of a well-trained dog. This ancient pastoral tradition continues to this day in many parts of the world. The sheep's most iconic contribution is, of course, its wool. Before the advent of synthetic materials, wool was one of the most important fibers for clothing, providing unparalleled warmth and durability. Each year, the shearing of the flock is a ritual, a harvest of this remarkable, renewable resource. Breeds like the Merino are famed for their incredibly fine and soft fleece, while others are raised primarily for their meat, such as lamb and mutton, or for their rich milk, which is used to create celebrated cheeses like Roquefort and Feta. The sheep is truly a multi-purpose provider, a gentle creature that has clothed and fed us for millennia. We now consider an animal whose story is one of power, grace, and a deep historical partnership with humankind, the horse. For centuries before the invention of the steam engine and the internal combustion engine, the horse was our primary source of power. It was the horse that pulled the plow to till the fields, the horse that hauled the carts to market, and the horse that carried riders across vast distances. Their strength and endurance fundamentally reshaped human society, enabling agriculture on a grander scale and connecting distant communities like never before. The history of farming is, in many ways, written on the back of the horse, though their role as a primary draft animal has diminished in many industrialized nations. Their spirit and importance endure. Breeds like the massive Clydesdale or the powerful Belgian Draft are living monuments to this legacy, still used in some farming and forestry operations where machinery cannot go. In many rural communities around the world, the horse remains an essential partner in daily life. Its transformation from a beast of burden to a companion for sport and leisure in other parts of the world speaks to the deep, almost spiritual connection we feel with this noble and magnificent animal. Our journey now takes us to steeper, more rugged terrain, the natural home of the goat. Renowned for their agility and seemingly fearless climbing ability, goats are masterful survivors. They are browsers, not grazers, preferring to eat leaves, twigs, vines, and shrubs, which allows them to thrive in environments where the pasture might be too poor to support cattle or sheep. This adaptability has made them indispensable to farmers in arid and mountainous regions across the globe. They are curious, independent, and notoriously resourceful creatures, capable of finding sustenance in the most unlikely of places. This hardiness is matched by their value. Goat's milk, which is naturally homogenized and often easier to digest than cow's milk, is a staple for many cultures and is used to create a distinctive range of tangy cheeses. Their meat is also a primary source of protein for a significant portion of the world's population. Furthermore, certain breeds like the Angora or the Cashmere goat produce luxurious fibers that are highly prized in the textile industry. The goat is the ultimate utilitarian, a small but mighty animal that provides milk, meat, and fiber from the very edges of the agricultural world. Near the farm pond or a meandering stream, we are likely to find our next subject, the duck. With their waterproof feathers and webbed feet, they are perfectly adapted for a semi-aquatic life. While many wild species of duck exist, domestic breeds have been developed for their eggs, meat, and even their down feathers. Their presence adds a different kind of energy to the farm, a flurry of activity on the water's surface, and a distinctive chattering quack that carries across the fields. They are often kept on smaller, diversified farms, where they play a useful role in controlling pests like slugs and snails. Duck eggs, larger and richer than those of a chicken, are considered a delicacy in many cultures and are central to dishes like the Filipino balut, or salted duck eggs in Chinese cuisine. The meat is also highly prized for its rich flavor, particularly in French and Asian cooking. Breeds like the Pekin are raised primarily for meat, while the Indian runner, with its upright, almost bottle-like posture, is a prolific egg layer. Whether dabbling in a pond or waddling in a line across the yard, the duck is a charming and valuable contributor to the farm's ecosystem. In many rural communities, especially in rugged and developing parts of the world, the backbone of transport and labor is not a machine, but a humble and incredibly resilient animal, the donkey. A member of the horse family, the donkey, or ass, was domesticated thousands of years ago in Northeast Africa and is perfectly suited to hot, dry climates. Their sure-footedness on narrow rocky paths and their ability to carry heavy loads relative to their size makes them indispensable. Their characteristic long ears are not just for show. They help to dissipate heat and can pick up distant sounds. The donkey's reputation for stubbornness is largely a misunderstanding of its highly developed sense of self-preservation. Unlike a horse, a donkey is less likely to panic and will often freeze when it senses danger, carefully assessing the situation before proceeding. This cautious nature, combined with their incredible stamina and minimal need for water and food, makes them the perfect working companion in challenging environments. They carry water, firewood, goods to market, and even people, serving as a vital lifeline for countless families. They are the unsung heroes of the working animal world. As we approach the end of our list, we turn to a bird native to the Americas, one that has become a powerful cultural symbol: the turkey. The wild ancestor of our domestic turkey is a magnificent sight, with iridescent feathers and the male's iconic fanning tail and gobbling call. Early European explorers were fascinated by this large bird, and it was soon transported back to Europe, becoming a popular feature at feasts. Its domestication, however, began much earlier, with the peoples of ancient Mexico who had already been raising them for centuries. In North America, the turkey's identity is inextricably linked with the holiday of Thanksgiving, becoming the centerpiece of a cultural tradition celebrating harvest and gratitude. While the broad-breasted white variety dominates commercial farming, heritage breeds are making a comeback, prized for their richer flavor and their ability to live a more natural, free-range life. Watching a tom, or male turkey, display his impressive plumage is a reminder of the wild beauty that still exists within this iconic farm bird, a bird that has journeyed from the American wilderness to tables around the world. For our final animal, we travel high into the Andes Mountains of South America to meet a creature with a gentle disposition and a fleece of extraordinary quality: the alpaca. A member of the camelid family, alongside the llama, the alpaca was domesticated thousands of years ago by the ancient peoples of the Andean highlands. They are not raised for meat or milk, but for their incredibly soft, warm, and hypoallergenic fiber. This prized wool, which comes in a stunning array of over 20 natural colors, was once reserved for Inca royalty and was known as the fiber of the gods. Today, the popularity of alpacas has spread far beyond the Andes, and they can now be found on small farms across the world. They are herd animals with a calm and curious nature, communicating through a gentle humming sound. Their soft, padded feet are gentle on pastures, and their communal dung piles help to control parasites, making them environmentally low-impact livestock. As we watch them graze peacefully, with their elegant long necks and large, soulful eyes, we see a living treasure, a creature that provides us with one of the world's most luxurious natural fibers. And so, our global tour of the farmyard comes to a close. We have journeyed from the familiar pasture of the cow to the high peaks of the alpaca, reacquainting ourselves with the animals that have walked beside us through history. Each one, in its own unique way, represents a chapter in the human story, a tale of cooperation, sustenance, and shared existence. They are more than just sources of food and fiber. They are living links to our agricultural past and vital partners in our planet's future. Their lives are a testament to the profound and enduring bond between humanity and the animal kingdom. This list is, of course, just a glimpse into a much larger world. There are countless other animals, from the rabbit to the honeybee, that play crucial roles on farms, both large and small. The diversity of our domesticated world is something to be celebrated and protected. Now, I would be delighted to hear from you. Which of these iconic animals holds a special place in your heart? Or is there another farm animal you believe deserves recognition? Please, share your thoughts and your favorite farm animal in the comments below. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the creatures that help sustain us. It has been a privilege to share their stories with you. Until our next journey together, look closely at the world around you, for it is filled with wonders, often in the most familiar of places.